to read the stars, and I can travel, so I can show you how to go from north to south, east and west, and whatever direction you're going. We'll need people like that to be able to navigate through the land. But this is I think a lot of people think this is a game, and they think that none of this stuff is going to happen. I think they believe that is so far away, and it could be the possibility the generation that we're in right now may be dead before it happens. But again, it's preparation.
Right.
It's preparing the next generation for it. And again, getting upset with them about certain situations is not going to change the fact that they need somebody to still guide them. So if you're afraid of them to even talk to them or go out and say anything, but then you out here talking about, oh, they got a hoodie on, they wearing their pants, this and that way. You still need to be able to go up and talk to them, worrying about what they wearing or how they wearing it. And just try to give them some encouragement, even when you know that they're gonna say probably be negative about it. You still have to keep going out there and encourage them, because one day you're gonna reach somebody and they're gonna be like, dang, these people been coming out here every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They bringing a little something out here, water or something for us. They see we might be thirsty or whatever the case is, but they're doing something. Because again, if we're not reaching out to these children, man, and again, you see what they're doing to the adults, well, even to the children too. You see what they're doing. So they're trying to wipe us out anyway. And I was trying to remember the name of that movie. This is a way I'm going to show you how they play mind games and try to trick you. But it was based in South Africa, but they were aliens. And they were on this ship. They were on the ships, but they came out and it was in this certain part of South Africa, man. I wish if somebody was listening and they knew exactly what movie I was talking about. But I don't know if you've ever seen the movie, brother, where they had like the aliens living amongst the people, but it was in a place where the majority of the people are black in that part of South Africa.
Oh
man, I wish I could find the name. I'm gonna try to see if I could Google it or whatever, but look it up. But I know it was based in South Africa, and it was basically like those were the blacks that were in those areas. But they were just trying to show you how they were really trying to move those people out of the area, and they were like, killing them and doing all different types of things to them. But they did it in a way where they were aliens.
Right.
So, this is where they play their little mind games, and they try to throw you off by showing you, machines and the Transformers, and showing you that Transformers are machines. That's what it is, and they want to tell you about dinosaurs and all these different things, when that a lot of times, if you really do your research, their people were tall and giant. Some of them were tall back then anyway. So they can get the bones and take them and trick you with it. They stealing the bones and put them in different places, and you believe in everything that you see. So why is it that you can believe what they're telling you, but you won't try to do no research on your own to figure out for yourself? They telling you that it was an asteroid that came, and again, this is my own thinking. So if somebody want to say I'm crazy again, you can say it. You can say I'm crazy, but I have no thoughts in my mind, no idea that was an asteroid that they said came and hit this planet. That was a ship. That's what I believe. And again, these are my ideas, on that. But they're gonna tell you that it was what was it, an asteroid, a meteor, or something that came and hit here. How do they know that? If this happened so many millions of years ago.
Right.
But again, if you're a person that doesn't want to do your own research and look up things and come up with your own ideas, I ain't even gonna say come up with your own ideas. I didn't mean to say that, but use your own mind.
Right.
And open up your mind, open up these children's mind to not believe everything that they're telling you just for the sake of them saying it. Research it. And then if you find it to be true, then it's true. But you have to remember that this language isn't our language. And again, the Spanish language, Mexican brothers and sisters, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, and these were not your original languages. These languages were given to you. You know, not even given to you. They were forced upon you. You didn't have a choice because you were not even allowed to speak your native tongue. Because if you did, what they would do, they would kill you or beat you almost to death in front of everybody, so you would be in fear because they didn't understand the language, so they didn't want you to speak it. Do you ever notice when you're black and you get in a group, 2 or 3 black people, and you work for a company, when you start doing it, what they do? What y'all doing over there?
Yeah.
Because they worried about you if you're conspiring something against the company. But now 3 or 4 of them can be sitting around in a conversation and a topic and discussing whatever they want to discuss, and nobody says anything. So remember, they have to know what you're doing all the time. They're keeping a track of you. They got your social, your name, your address. They know everything about you they need to know. And if you mess around and let them put that chip in your hand, that's it. Talking about they're gonna use it for your you won't be able to money. You won't be able to buy nothing without it. Well, I guess I'm just gonna live up under a bridge, I guess. Because I ain't buying. You ain't putting none of that in me. So, you know, for all those out there, man, who are not using their own mind, man, you need to do it, and you need to teach your children to do it as well. You need to teach them that there is a history. They do have a history, a culture. You know, they do, you know what I'm saying? They do belong. They are the original, man. And that's what you need to be teaching them.
Right.
Because they are made in the image of Allah. They're made in the image of that. Of Allah. So if you're not getting, you have to, and I'm stressing, I know you keep hearing me say it, man, you just have to really focus and really get your children to look into knowing who they are and where they come from. And not let the schools force down their throats, you know, the history of people who are slave owners, Masons, you know, Illuminati, mischief makers. You got to really get your kids out of that because they're telling you a history that is not true. This history is all lies. They tell you about Emancipation Proclamation. You know what I'm saying? And again, and you wonder, like, how does this have to do with protecting my family? Because if you're being a fool for listening to them, how can you protect your family? If you have no idea about your history. Because again, knowing who you are and where you come from, it can free you. It will give you the ability to free yourself and your family. And in turn, all of our families will start to be a little bit better because we're all informed and we all know the strength that we contain inside. But anyway, but I know you were going in on a few things. I didn't mean to go so long with stuff there.
Nah, bro, you was on time. You know, hell, I'll be happy when you go in. You know, because I'm, like I said, you know how we do. I mean, you have an understanding, but you know, when the enemy being revealed in characteristic, you know, rebellion come quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, some will be ready to say, oh, man, I don't know me like that. You know, that's all them devils.
Right.
And then building up, you know. But it's really just your brothers trying to force your characteristics out of you. Because your characteristics, when unbalanced, are demons. You know, I ain't possessed. You like robbing people, guess what? That's a demon. You think it's necessary to slap the hell out of a woman? Guess what?
Demon.
That's a demon. All right? You think it's all right to drink your gut raw? Hey, man, that's a demon. Okay? You think it's all right to commit adultery?
Demon.
That's a demon, okay? Your inner Satan, yours. Don't be sitting around looking at yourself. That's when I realize when I say you can go to the real man. Blame yourself.
Right. Because we know who's responsible. you know what I'm saying, for these things. But again, are we going to allow it to keep us down? Like, we keep blaming them, and again, they are responsible, but you see that they're not going to give you anything for it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to give you no money. They're not going to give you no reparations. They're not going to give you land. So how else you think they got it? They still, the Spanish, the people in Central and South America, they still pay their money to the Queen of Spain. If there's a queen there, I don't know what they got there no more, but I know they did have a queen at one time. So don't think I'm crazy. But then you got the English who still pay. I mean, America and most of these English speaking countries pay money to the Queen still of England. So again, you really thinking that you really believe that these people are not thieves, and they, you know what I'm saying, that this is what they are. This is who they are. You'll never be able to get away from them unless you stand up. And the same way they stole our time, and stole the knowledge from us of how to live and how to survive and how to eat, to live and all. They stole those ideas. Why you think when you go in their stores you always see the freshest food, the fresh this and that and the other? Because they giving you the garbage, the leftovers. The same way they did in the slavery times. What they do? They gave you the pig. Okay, of course you ate that stuff back then because you didn't have a choice. But now, what's the excuse for high blood pressure, diabetes? What's the excuse now? I guess we still gonna keep pointing the finger. Again, like my brother just said, the mirror, we got to look in it ourselves and point the finger at yourself now. Because now there's too much information out there for you to still be sitting here pointing the finger at them all the time for every single thing. And again, they are to blame for a lot of things that are going on, but then we sitting right now and taking the stereotypes that they giving us. And we using them. We happy to say the stereotype. We happy to be that. I'm a thug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We happy about it.
Honest.
You know what I'm saying? I'm this and I'm that. And I'm happy about it. I'm happy that my neighborhood got the worst crime and the worst this, and I'm like, oh, I'm promoting that. It's a glorifying, like you glorifying something. Why not try to glorify, my neighborhood is the cleanest neighborhood. We thugging or whatever the case is, or we gangsters over here, whatever you want to say, but we got schools in our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
We got 24-hour security in our communities to make sure these police not coming through here abusing our children. Make sure our children not getting kidnapped.
Praise be to Allah. It ain't funny, but it's the truth.
Yeah, but we not out here doing that. We out here doing everything else, but we not watching out for the women when they walking home from the store, the kids and the children when they walking home from school. We need to be paying attention to all that. You got somebody on every corner paying attention when the police coming for these dope houses. So you mean to tell me you can't set that up to protect the women and children in your community? It doesn't make sense. Right. And I just feel like it's a lot of ignorance going on out there. And what the first thing somebody gonna say? Well, who you think you are? You think you better than us? This and that? No, I don't think I'm better than you. But the thing is, we out here trying to set something up, something other than what y'all trying to do. Because you see, they already know what you're doing in the trap house. They know that.
Mm-hmm.
So now when you see these, go ahead, bro.
They about that.
Yeah.
And they about that. They about running off in your trap house, armed to the teeth.
Right.
They'll mow you down. And then where the award of being entitled to justify the homicide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So now it's my block. You can't serve over here. But they serving all type of high rides right across the street from you, and you ain't doing nothing about it. Okay? See, this is the importance of why we did real nigga-ish.
Absolutely.
Okay? Because that ish is a tough attribute for your realness. And it kills me to know that his brothers who really, really good, that is why, they seeing these people moving, and it just make me so hot that I ain't